Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There is indeed no turning back now, because today we are going to take a look at this magnificent grail piece I managed to acquire recently. Guys, I just cannot tell you how excited I am and how stoked I am to finally have this piece in my collection. No introductions necessary, I imagine, as most of us know that how it changed the world when 26 or whatever years old James Cameron had an intense dream about a metal and a skeleton crawl its way out from the fires of his mind while he had a fever dream. And he wrote and directed the first film, the second film, co-wrote it with William Wisher. And of course, any true Stan Winston fan knows about the Stan Winston involvement. Terminator is one of my favorite creations, and definitely one of my favorite robot personalities coming out of the movies. Now we know that the 80s were very kind to us as long as robotic characters go. We got Robocop and we also got the Terminator. I love them both. I really could not distinguish or tell you which one I prefer. However, let's stop talk about that. Just a little trivia here. Some people might find it interesting. James Cameron originally approached Dick Smith with the job to create the special makeup effects for the first Terminator film, and Dick was busy at the time and also kind of felt that Stan would be a better person for the job. He found the ideas in the film a little bit overwhelming, and he said that I think you gotta go to Stan and ask him to do it, because he's just gonna handle this, and henceforth I'm sure Stan Winston would have had a fantastic career in special effects either way, as we know how many famous characters he created, including Predator, Edward Scissorhands, the dinosaurs of Jurassic Park, the Alien Queen. I do think that he probably would not have as successful as a career if he did not create the first Terminator in the beginning. Okay guys, so the piece, I don't know how familiar are you with the piece. So much changed since this piece came out in the collectibles marketplace and the entire industry. This is quite of an old piece. It's way over than 10 years old. I would say it's probably like 12, maybe 13 years old at this point. I think I was still living in, no, sorry, I don't think, I know I was still living in Dublin when this piece came out. And guys, oh boy, was I thinking about this piece so much. I had the Terminator Endoskull released by Sideshow Collectibles in conjunction with Stan Winston Studio, the chromed version, which later on, unfortunately, I had to sell. I think, I don't want to mislead you, 10 years ago or something, I sold that piece. So I just didn't feel the need of buying this bust, although I really wanted it. I'm, as probably guys know from my previous videos, or anyone who knows me who watches this channel, I'm a huge Stan Winston fan. The studio's work inspires me endlessly, and to this very day I worship the work that came out of the studio, the artistry and the incredible technical skill that went into the films they made. And while, you know, not all the effects that came out of Sam Winston's studio were an entire success, I must say that the Cameron Winston collaboration probably has this diamond piece during their career, which was Terminator, of course. And yeah, well, the Queen Alien, yeah, sure, the Queen Alien as well. Anyway, guys, so this piece came out, as I mentioned, like around 13 years ago, so close to 15 years ago now. And I had this piece on order twice, and I canceled it twice. Don't ask me why. It was just such a different time, and you know, I just didn't feel that I can like put an Arnold head comfortably on the top of my bookshelf. Well, we all laugh about it now. The world changed big time. Now we have other companies that are generating hyper realistic silicone busts, such as Queen Studio, for example, in Infinity Studio. You know, Elite Creature Collectible had that Rosenberg bust. Like, a long way we came, but I must say, even though the piece is old, I'm absolutely blown away by the quality, the paint job. And guys, don't get me wrong, when we're gonna go closer to the piece, which I'm sure that everyone is like anticipating now, we will see that there are problems there, you know, as long as paint job goes, you know, here and there a little bit sloppy and everything. But come on, people, I mean, look at this piece from this distance. I mean, it is Arnold. Bloody hell. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. I was planning a short video anyway. Let's move closer to the piece. So here we are. The base is very simple. Mine, and for whatever reason, unfortunately has these, like, you know, scuff marks on it. I don't know what it is. I was unable to remove it with anything so far, including isopropyl alcohol. If anyone has any idea, please let me know down below in the comments. It's really not a big deal. I will touch this up and I will remove it somehow. Sooner or later I will figure a way out. So anyway, the base is very, very simple. You know, nothing to it, just a simple display base. But, and this is where we stop for a moment now, the clothing. Guys, all of this is sculpted. I have no idea how they've done this. I suspect that they laser scanned the original display model in, but then again, 3D printing was not available at that time. So I don't know if they made a clay pour of this or something, and then they refined it further. I really don't know how they done this, but guys, this is just really, really an excellent, beautiful, sorry, it's a bit dusty here. Beautiful job. This is the light switch here, of course, which I'm going to switch on for you guys so you get the full experience. I mean, guys, so rarely did I see paint job on a full-sized collectibles on the level as this today, let alone 15 years ago. So anyone who knows a little bit about collectibles and been collecting for a while, such as myself, looks at this piece and just the scale of it, the ambition of it. I mean, that is chrome. I'm absolutely certain that there are either like implants in there or maybe even a full endoskull is in this bust. I believe both, because the piece is very heavy. That is definitely separate. So those resin, just a sec, let me yeah, there you go. So those resin parts is definitely not the same sculpt, because in certain areas it actually separates. So and I know it for a fact that this one is metal here. This is a metal piece, this bolt. Now these pieces are all chromed up, and they give, as you can see, an absolutely gorgeous contrast with the skin. The likeness, guys, is, I heard people complaining about the doll's eyes that this piece have. I really don't understand. I know that not all of the busts are the same quality. I heard someone telling me that above a certain number, the quality kind of degraded with these busts. My number is 430 something. I don't want to mislead you guys, so I don't remember. Sorry about that, but I definitely must say that mine is not one of those where the quality suffered while they were doing the paint job. As I said previously, I rarely, if ever, seen this level when it comes. Anyone who knows anything about painting is fully aware how hard it is to create realistic skin tones, and this is the hardest thing to paint, because it's got to be subtle. It has to look alive, and of course there, you know, there are some oversprays here, and especially here on the neck, you know, that is not very nice, which I'm going to touch up in time. I'm just blown away. Like, these were the things that did not allow me to pull the trigger on this piece for some time, because I was afraid that if the skin tone will be unrealistic, or I mean, look at these guys, look at the pose. Sorry, let me. The porous skin, you know, the details in the sculpt, and the phenomenal likeness of Mr. Schwarzenegger. Lips. Lips are beautiful. I mean, the lips are beautiful. So, just so you understand, guys, there was 750 of these produced. I don't know, I just don't know how they done this piece. I mean, we came so far, and you know, as I told you before, there are realistic silicone pieces out there now, and yes, I've seen them. I've seen them in person when I was at Monster Palooza. And they look great, but this piece definitely stands the test of time, and that's all I'm going to say, guys. I'm so stoked and so happy to finally have this magnificent piece in my collection. Check out the details. So hard to zoom. I'm so sorry, guys. Just trying to show you the details. The bullet holes on the jacket, the texture on these like canvas material. It's like fabric, and no, that's polystone, guys. Polystone or resin. And this jacket, guys, you wouldn't believe this. I mean, even if you were standing here behind me and you would look at this jacket, I mean, I've seen other reviewers on YouTube praising the details of this bust, and you know, of course, you're like watching it and stuff, but when you see it in real life, this is when it really hits you on the head. Check this out, the money shot right there. Absolutely incredible. The hair, yeah, the hair, guys, as many other reviewers said, the hair isn't it's sculpted. It's an art piece. It's an art sculpture of this character. And for that, guys, I really don't think that there's a better one out there. This piece, I am stoked that I finally have this piece, and I got a great price. You know, I got him for a great price. I couldn't be happier. And guys, this is definitely gonna be a much longer video than I originally planned. Well, there you go. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that this is gonna be his resting place here next to the Predator. He's in full glory, watching over my studio. And one thing I forgot to mention, yes, mine has a little bit of what other collectors, I heard other collectors saying like a Google eye, or you know, it's kind of looking the other direction than the robotic eye. I'm really not bothered. You can really see it from distance. It's not disturbing. The bust is in excellent condition. He looks magnificent. And of course, when you switch the light off, it doesn't just switch off, like blinks off, but it kind of dims down, just like in the film. Thank you so much for being here with me again today and sharing my excitement and happiness regarding this piece. I absolutely couldn't be happier. I am totally taken aback by this piece, and it is indeed a grail piece. So everyone who ever owned this piece or owns this piece right now knows what I'm talking about. If you have the chance to acquire this piece and you are a Stan Winston or Terminator fan, this is an absolute must, and I highly recommend that you pull the trigger on it, especially if you find a good price. I'm very, very grateful for this. My little display room here is getting full now. Thank you so very much for watching this video, and see you next time.